Okay, we're gonna start with a musical a musical number. Okay, ready for the music? Taught my little guy this song this weekend. Ready? Classic of classics. As we get into it right here, right now. La 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 bamba. La 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 bamba. Necesito una punta de grasa. Una punta de grasa para mi papi. Y arriba y arriba. Yo no soy marinero. Yo no soy marinero. Soy capitán. Soy capitán. Soy capitán. La la bamba. Du 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 du. La la bamba. Du 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 du. La la bamba. La la bamba. Ding 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 ding. So I remember watching that movie. I remember watching that movie as a child, as a kid, and thinking to myself, oh, you know, it's so sad. He died in a plane crash. Richie Valens died in a plane crash, and all the other greats we lost that died so young. That was then. And today, here I am to tell you, not so. Hello and welcome back to Established 1983. I've been thinking about setting up a new channel to carry on the great work of exposing the dirty many. There aren't a few, there are many dirts McGurts out there, many of whom don't even know they're dirty. So okay, they're forgiven. They're okay, unbeknownst to you, you don't know the shit that you're perpetuating, okay. But then there's the ones who do know what they're doing. And people like myself and the few of us out here. I am one of the few, or one of the many, depending on how you look at it in the aggregate. We keep saying, hey, no. No such thing. All fugazi. All lies. Right? So we create our own reality. That's one angle, one argument. It's like, oh, you're one of those people that lives in your own little world, and that you think that none of this stuff is real, and because it makes you feel better not to think that people are being slaughtered and being run over by buses and planes exploding into buildings and heads blowing up in the motorcade, all that nonsense. Today, I tell you, it's nonsense. So, one of the few coming up to a YouTube channel near you, and I wanted to talk about sort of like a roundup of where we are today here after many years perhaps in the wake up movement. Wake up now. Hey, wake now. What's happening? Long time no see. How you doing, brother? You know, better late than never, as they say. But then there are those that will just never, or that choose not to ever wake up. Wake up. Is you woke, son? Is you woke, son? So we'll start off by just solidifying, if you're new to my channel or this kind of stuff, that it's all a hoax. All of it. Everything. All of it. Everything. Everything you've ever thought to be true is the reversal of truth. What's up, Quasi-Luminous? And while there are a lot of folks out there who may appear to be kind of nutty, with time you will understand that there is truth. coming from them. And then with time, you'll understand that a lot of people in the truth movement, a lot of so-called people, are just agents perpetuating the system, either as paid shills or just to take advantage of the gullible masses. He is I is he once upon a time. Maybe not so gullible anymore. Because when people such as JLB doing the Southeast Asia circuit will tell you it's all a hoax. No one died, no one got hurt. He wasn't the first one, but when people like him will tell you that history is basically a lie and that none of it, there is no proof for any of it that goes back beyond 200, 250 years. But yet you want to argue. Why? Because the authorities told you so? That, by the way, is called an appeal to authority, right? Have I told you this story before? About the time when I got diagnosed with syphilis? Real quick, okay? I go into the doctor's office with an allergic reaction, unbeknownst to me that that's all it was at the time. Of course, I start freaking out after day 3 or day 4 of a full body rash. And doctor comes in, looks at me. Doc comes in, he says, "What's going on?" I say, "Yeah, I got this rash all over my body." I show it to him. He looks at me and he says, "Oh, that's syphilis." I say, "Doctor, wait. Syphilis. Isn't that a sexually transmitted disease?" He goes, "Yes." I say, "Don't you have to be having sex to catch a sexually transmitted disease?" In parentheses, I used to be the chairman of the board of the Sex Camels Association. Okay, don't know what a sex camel is? Look into it. So, back into the story. I said, "Doctor, don't you have to be having sex to catch a sexually transmitted disease?" He looks at me and he says, "Do you have sex with men?" I say, "No, doctor, I don't have sex, period." So that bobo, certified, 100%, is basically indicative of the overall, overarching state of the society that we're in. This bobo, yes, bobo, was probably $250,000 in debt after spending 10, 15 years in school to teach him a thing or two. Diagnosed a severe, might I add, allergic reaction to bananas as syphilis. Oh, so syphilis wasn't it? Then it must be mites. Air mites, dust mites. What kind of mites? All kinds of mites. Okay, cool. It says, "Here, go take this cream and rub it all over your body." But doctor, what if I have an allergic reaction to the cream? Oh, if you have an allergic reaction to the cream, you will know right away. Anyways, case in point, don't listen to nobody. Okay, I've heard stories of people going in to doctors' offices and them misdiagnosing them completely. I had a friend of mine who told me he had to force the doctor to write him a special referral to go see another doctor. The doctor didn't want to write it. He's like, "No, I'm not going to." He's like, "No, doctor, this is what it is." He had to practically force him to write the referral. When he went, he's like, "Yep, that's exactly what it was." So this guy, my buddy, self-diagnosed himself. You hear these stories, right? And yet, we still continuously want to believe or accept the authorities' word as the final word. That's what it is. My professor said that's what it is, therefore that's what it must be. The books say that's what it is, therefore that's what it must be. Like I told my lady, throw the book out the fucking door, out the window. You're gonna rewrite everything. You have to. And what you think you know, you don't even know. And it actually turns out to be complete fugazi. So, in line with the 50th anniversary, I've been taking a unofficial poll. Maybe I'll play a conversation that I had while calling a taxi the other day. And I asked the lady, hey, what are your thoughts on the 50th anniversary of the Apollo moon missions? And she goes, I don't believe it. I said, whoa, you don't believe it? She said, yep, no, I don't believe it. So like, even though you got all these people who will swear upon it, who will call you crazy and silly and uneducated when you tell them it's a lie, you still don't believe it? He's like, yep, I don't believe it. Absolutely. And ironically enough, I found out about this idea of the earth not being a ball floating through space through my very own family, my mother, of all people, you know? Highly religious, devout, believes in the power of Christ and all that good stuff. Good stuff, by the way, good stuff, okay? It ain't bad. Cigarette? Yeah, man. Cigarette or spliff?
Les deux.
Juste la cigarette. Oui, tu peux fumer, mais je parle avec mon ami ici, ok? So, good stuff as it is, of course. However, where does it come from? Who is the originator of these ideas, you know? They ain't your own. They ain't yours. So unless you've ever thought to question them or look into them or try to read between the lines, as it were, understand a thing or two, check out Jordan Maxwell to break down the idea of to understand something, you know? Good day, sir. You know? And he's another one that naturally you find out in the end, obviously, it has to be, you know? Has to be a part of the system. Everything that is of the system is ultimately fugazi, right? Ultimately, every story, every narrative ain't the truth, capital T. And there is an absolute truth, all right? Something that is true can never be a lie, and something that is a lie will always be a lie. It can never be true, no matter how hard you try to hammer it into people's head. And then there will be 1 in 100, in 1,000, in 1,000,000, maybe 10 million that will see through it and say, wait a second. I have the inner understanding within myself to know, not to believe, to know that too is part of the Phony Fake Show. Phony Fake Show. What's up, AML? Long time no see. How you doing, brother? And then you get different people that are interested in different subjects and different concepts or theories. It's all theories. But it's which one resonates best with you, and why do you believe what you believe? Right? So no, man has never been to the moon, or for that matter, has ever left this area. And that's just the fact. That's just a fact. It's not an argument. It's not a debate. You can call people they're crazy. You can tell people they're crazy till the cows come home. It don't make a difference. And if you choose to believe the lie, realize. I like that one, eh? Open your eyes so you can finally see. It's actually activate your eyes. But you want to believe what you want to believe because it gives you some form of stability. I am here to tell you, let it go. You actually do feel an overwhelming sense of self-control and empowerment. Self-empowerment, that's the bottom line. The more you know, A, you realize you know nothing, right? but that what you do know and what you can in fact control within your sphere of influence, that's all it is. We have different spheres. You have your sphere, I have my sphere. I am the center of the universe. Yes, so as you are. And ultimately, whether you believe it or not, there is an energy, there is a force that guides us, capsules of like energy, right? We're all connected. Everything is connected energetically. In the beginning, there was the word. The word is sound. Sounds are vibrations. Vibrations fluctuate, is energy. Up and down, duality, as above, so below, as without, so within. All this stuff, what am I rambling on about? If you're new to the channel, let me give a couple of shout outs. I haven't done shout outs in a long time. And just a shout out video that covers different ideas. You want to do yourself a favor and check out the best live stream on YouTube in the history of YouTube, hands down, no other argument, not a debate, end of sentence, period. Russian vids and my man Brian Stavely. Let me tell you a little something about Russian vids, okay? I found out, I started with Russian vids 2, 3, 4 years ago, whatever. And I was listening, and you repeat the same kind of idea. Check them out. If you don't know Russian vids, check them out. I'm not here to, And then I started listening to other people and other channels that were then compiling lists of shills, right? And he came up quite high up on the list of shills, right? Stating that all with the AdSense and the ad revenue from YouTube back then, right? Now it's a whole different ballpark. Was making $250,000 a year. Okay, be that as it may. So I kind of got turned off of Roger Vids, and then he disappeared. But and I was like, oh, he's a shill too. He's shilling for Jesus, perhaps, right? But then over time, other people listened to other people. Went down the trails of Mark Passio, Jordan Maxwell, David Irving, right? All these people that you see them, you see who they are. They're obviously touring the world and giving seminars. And today I'll tell you, well, how is that even possible? Whatever happens has to be allowed to happen, right? So everybody has information. You take the good, you leave the bad, and you come upon this term disinfo agents, right? But then I come back to Russian vids and I see, okay, well, came back. I mirrored a couple videos because I was always a big fan. I was like, forget, who cares what other people say? How does it feel, right? How does it feel right here? Do the words and the ideas resonate with your true, ever-evolving understanding of it all, of everything as it comes along, right? Imagine what you'll know next week, right? Week 14. So, long live Russian vids, long live Brian Stavely, and you should do yourself a favor and check out this last 5-hour podcast. Covers everything, covers the full spectrum. And a gentleman like Brian Stavely, who I discovered a couple months ago, maybe 6-7 months ago, and I was like, okay, all right, what's the agenda here? Who's this guy shilling for? What's his? Nah, this is a real dude who likes coffee, doesn't smoke on screen, and is quite serious about his work, right? And he works. Whoa, damn, okay. So there are, in fact, people like that. I consider them one of the few. Speaking of Pheuw, a dear, great channel, exposing the dirty Pheuw. If you've never heard about it, exposing the dirty Pheuw. Oh yeah, good stuff there. So all this information coming and going, constantly processing, constantly reevaluating, reassessing, adapting, going with the flow, as it were. To bring us to this point here, right here, right now. You are here because it was meant for you to be here. Yeah, I'd like to reveal to you some of these truths that I have discovered that have allowed me to be just more alive and into it. Right? Gone deep into the questioning. We got some reasonable answers. You know, hours, just hours and hours and hours. And people say, hey, how can you say that shit? I didn't make this shit up. You can't fucking make this shit up. You want to make this shit up? You can't. I'm even going to add a mirror to this so that we can have a double effect. Why not? Live a little. Live a lot. You can't make this shit up. And unfortunately, I will not allow you to utter nonsense in my presence. Except under very specific circumstances where, you know, not the time, not the place, and then you just kind of have to shut up. I was talking to a taxi driver the other day, a regular guy that I see often, but it's been a while. I'm like, hey buddy, how you doing? Long time no see. What's going on? You married? He says yes. I said, how long? 18 years. 18 years? Wow. 18 years. Wow, that's a long time. What's your secret? Huh, buddy? What's your secret? He looks in the rear view. He says, just shut up. Don't say nothing. Shut up. Right? And sometimes that's a good thing. But luckily there are a few of us who feel compelled to stir up a little bit of emotion in people or have that impact on people. I happen to supposedly have that effect on people. So check out new channel I'm gonna create within the next day or two, perhaps. Maybe. I'm very busy as well in the real world, so between listening to 5-hour podcasts and flipping rooms, flipping houses, kind of, in a sense, double, triple entendre even on that one. I say have a lovely day. Did I cover everything? I didn't really say much, did I? Okay, overview. No one died, no one got hurt on 9/11. Man has never been to the moon, never will go to the moon. Satellites do not exist. Missiles do not exist. Nukes do not exist. AIDS is a hoax. So is Ebola. So is Zika. So is everything you know, every major thing you've ever been told, all of it is 100% fabricated mind control. All of it. Now, vaccines are poison. This is real shit that is pertinent to your reality right now, not history, a lie agreed upon by the victors. Who said that? Gold star in the mail if you can tell me who said that. Right? None of that shit right here, right now. Okay? You are a slave in a system. Okay? Money is worthless, simple, worthless paper backed by our own stupidity. Point of fact, period, end of sentence. Okay? It's all controlled, all of it. Governments do not exist. Governments are not at war with each other. Okay? They all act whores. And what is the true controller, the true source, the true power? It doesn't fucking matter. You'll never know because you're not part of it. You're not part of those very few. The few control the masses, okay? And the only thing you can do at this point, homeboy, homegirl, or both, whichever and or. Yes, there is a transgender agenda. Yes, there is a gay agenda. Okay? We got no time for hate, prejudice. I hate nobody. Can't. Okay? Even when you're faced with blind ignorance and stupidity, you cannot hate. You must understand and then redirect, perhaps with a word or two. Sometimes kind, sometimes a little bit more harsh. That's okay. You gotta jolt people out of their sleep, per se. Sleepwalking? Why do they call it sleepwalking? Why is sleepwalking a thing? Because you walk in and use a sleep, son. Who else? Who else we gotta give a shout out to? I did a lot of introductory, great a place to start with all the introductions to all of this shit. Okay, the moon thing. I mean, the moon thing's been, what is the moon? No one fucking knows. It definitely ain't a solid object, and you can figure that out for yourself when you look at it in the middle of the day. Okay, just open your eyes and you will see. You look up and in the middle of the day you're gonna see the fucking moon with a blue space right through it when it's a crescent moon. How can a solid object, can you look through it? Look at it at night. You can see stars through it. And yet you want to argue? Open your eyes. There's nothing to argue about. Therefore, it is not a solid object. So what the fuck is it? And why are people working so hard to tell you what it ain't? What it absolutely is not? I don't fucking know what the shape of the earth is. It's an unknowable thing. Okay, I'm not a flat earther because that was a psyop too. Which is why your homeboy... Hey, what's happening? How you doing? What do you need? What do you want?
A little bit monies.
A little what?
A little bit monies.
I have no change for you, sweetheart.
You have a...
I have a cigarette. You want a cigarette? How's that?
Okay.
Can I give you a cigarette? You want to say hi to my friend?
Alright.
Come say hi to my friend. Give a message to my friend.
Hi, friend.
Tell him a little bit about yourself.
My boyfriend got locked up.
Your boyfriend got locked up? What did you do about it?
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I have a good day.
Stop drinking bottled water. It's bad for you. I'm serious.
There's no alcohol in there.
No. Stop drinking bottled water. Empty that out next time and fill it up in the fountain, okay?
It's my water. I filled it.
Okay, good for you. Good for you.
Have a good day. Have an awesome day.
Yeah, you too. Bye. Good luck to your boyfriend. Hope he makes it. You know what I'm saying? What's her reality? Huh? What's her reality? You think you know a thing or two about a thing or two? Good stuff, huh? Yeah, I didn't think I could get this rattled up. So, on that note and that tone, I'm gonna leave you with this. A good place to start to get a good, solid introduction to all of it. Certified legit by myself, yours truly, Crow 777 channel. That's CRROW777 channel. Okay? First guy to film the lunar wave. Yeah, what's that about? And so before I run out of juice. I will wish you a lovely day, and I'll see you again soon on the new channel. Hi. Ciao, ciao.